Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. A couple of days ago, three powerful, brave men came together for the media in South Australia to forge a public alliance to say no to drilling along the longest east-west ice-free coastline in the southern hemisphere, the Great Australian Bight, one of the largest whale sanctuaries remaining on planet Earth. Oil exploration and drilling will kill the Great Australian Bight. Jeff Hansen, the managing director of Sea Shepherd Australia, Peter Owen, South Australia campaign manager, the Wilderness Society, and Bunna Lowry, elder Mirning Aboriginal tribe of the coastal Nullarbor Plain in South Australia. I'm very proud to say these intrepid men are my friends and colleagues. British Petroleum, BP, is set to use sonic air guns to bombard the Great Australian Bight for more climate-altering, subsidized fossil fuels. Yesterday, a stunning estimate of how much energy our oceans have absorbed from these subsidized, lethal fossil fuels was released. The world's oceans have absorbed approximately 150 zettajoules of energy from 1865 to 1997. From 1998 to 2016, our oceans have absorbed another 150 zettajoules. OMG! So what does that mean? One atomic Hiroshima bomb released 2 zettajoules. So, since 1997, Earth's oceans have absorbed man-made heat energy equivalent to a Hiroshima-style bomb being exploded every second for 75 straight years. From burning, heat trapping, climate altering, subsidized, according to the International Monetary Fund, $5.6 trillion annually to fossil fuel companies. Not only are we going to see a lot more wild weather events, but our ocean life and coral reefs are going to continue to die. Oh no! Let me remind you, oil per barrel is now below $28. That's what it was in 2003. We're literally and figuratively swimming in oil and gas. The facts are fracking, which was subsidized for the past decade, has poisoned Earth's fresh water in a warming world. What the frack? Yesterday, banks in America are beginning to line up, sniveling that bad loans to frackers and oil companies are being defaulted faster than ever before. Ain't that a peach? If they too expect subsidies for avarice, aggressive loans, I got 2 words for them. F-O. You can figure that out. The Australian federal and state governments of South Australia in particular are culpable if they allow BP subsidies to kill the Great Australian Bight. On January 15th, 2015, I released a piece on Huffington Post on seismic slaughter and the risk to the Great Australian Bight. Today, the 19th of January, I released a big story on Huffington on whales dying around the globe from humans and human activity and looting nature. Air guns in the oceans are evil and lethal. Every 10 seconds, nonstop for a couple of months, explosions 8 times louder than a jet engine. scour the seafloor for more climate-altering oil and gas. Those cannons are known to deafen whales. A deaf whale is a dead whale. We are missing 40% of the ocean plants known collectively as phytoplankton. Phytoplankton are the base of the entire marine food web. These plants suck carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and give us almost 3 out of every 4 breaths of air, oxygen, that we breathe, irrespective of where you live on the globe. The climate crisis has prevented cold currents from rising and carrying iron and nitrogen to fertilize the phytoplankton, the filter-feeding whales, our friends. Hooray! Blues, fins, says, humpbacks, rights, grays, minkies, and others are fertilizing the sea with their flocculent fecal plumes, their poo, rich in iron and nitrogen, helping to regrow the missing phytoplankton. BP's drilling, sanctioned by the Australian governments, is ecocide. I have some salient advice for the Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and his Environment Minister Greg Hunt and all those who are investors in BP as well as their executives. Try counting all your money while you hold your breath. Whales are dying in record numbers around the globe. It's a horrific omen. We need every whale alive and healthy to help us fight the climate crisis now. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you, please, to support seashepherd.org.au, wilderness.org.au, and together let's stand up to BP and say no to killing the whales and destroying the great Australian Bight. This is lunacy and avarice at an epic, diabolical level. Yesterday was MLK Day in America. Let me leave you with this thoughtful quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. In the end, we remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.